Hello, Namaskaram. This is YunusPK and welcome back to the 10th volume of my Rebuilding My Personality website with ReactJS series. And I've been off from this channel for a couple of days because you know that what I'm working on, so that's why. And for those who doesn't know it, okay, I'm working on two things. One is a supply chain related startup, which I'm gonna not give more details about that, and another is a space project. Therefore, yes, I am a little bit busy, but still I'm working on my personality website as well, and whenever I'm working on it, I'm just recording these videos. So we had some tasks. I'm gonna just show you that what tasks do we had, and I just finished 2 or 3 tasks. Not just finished, but I finished off the recording. So you're gonna see this one, fix naming conflict between widget and session. So I fixed this thing, and now we have to think about handling projects or widget pages. I have tried many things. I have tried many things to solve this problem, but it's still unsolved, and I have a plan right now. I have a solution right now, and that's what you're gonna do. So first of all, the intro. Okay, I'm just gonna go over this issue first of all, because many of you may be watching this video randomly. So the intro, the issue is the project section in the app. Okay, so let me just show you the app first. The project section in the app. Okay, here's the project section in the app. You can scroll through the projects here. You can open up any project and see what's inside, and inside we are just having some paragraph, and these all the data are actually coming from a JSON server, and the JSON server is hosted in localhost for now, but we have a render, we have a actually live server in the web hosted in render, but that's not connected in this app because it's right now it's just development setup, and this website is also hosted in YunusPK.com, but it is some versions earlier, so these data are not coming from backend, but these data are just built into the front end. So yeah, that's the difference. So the hosted one here is just for now this thing, but it's not, the data not, and these data, not this image, not these data, not these data, nothing is coming from the backend. This app does not have a backend at all, but here after many commits later, we do have the backend, and every data here is coming from the backend, not obviously not these ones, because there's no point fetching these things from the backend. And this image is also stored in this front-end application, which I should move to backend, which I will. And this image is from backend, this text is from backend. Definitely this is not from backend because there's no point, and these things are entirely coming from backend. Definitely not the styles, not the markup, but definitely these texts and these images. And this thing does not have an image. This thing is creating this thumbnail here with a component called thumbnail.js or something like that. Let me just show you. Okay, we have components, and we have text thumbnail.js. So that text thumbnail.js just takes a string and just creates this kind of thumbnail. Then we have project section and this. Okay, this is cool. And when you go here, you actually go to an external link. That's it. So that's the app. Now let's get back to the issue. The project section in the app contains a list of projects and a preview panel. Whichever project from the list is clicked, the panel shows details about that page. Right, that you've seen just right now. Now the problem. Essentially, I thought to get any markup from the backend and put that in this panel, but it turns to be very hard to pass markups through JSON. One way to do this is to use dangerously set HTML attribute, but even after doing that, the styles are not working. If inline styling is provided, that would become a big hassle to create such pages. And let me tell you, later on I also tried inline CSS. Inline CSS is not working as well. So the solution, so this is a solution that I thought before, that's essentially now I have a feeling that I can find some library or hooks that lets to render markup files, not markup, but it's markdown AMD markdown files in ReactJS pages. Grammatical mistake. Okay. And that way the creation of such pages would be easier too. But it turns out to be okay. There are hooks that lets render MD file in ReactJS components or pages, but the problem with that is it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. It is not like GitHub. That's why I have another solution that I'm gonna first write, and then we're gonna explore that thing. But before that, I'm just gonna take a little break because somebody's just calling me. Alright, so that was the solution that I had in mind before, but what problem I went into, I just described that. Now what I'm gonna do is I have another idea that's like having one component that will render some basic markups like paragraphs, titles, and images, etc. That component might have, okay, I'm gonna write possibilities later. So the component, that component will be called in project section, not it's project in projects widget in the project panels, will be called in projects widget in the project panels with some data provided to that component. Okay, so what I mean, let's see some diagram or something. Okay, we can have a diagram here. So what I'm actually trying to do is that let's have one component. So this is a component. What should we name it? We should name it project panel. Project panel. Okay, project panel. Just project panel. Let's call it project panel. We have one component that's named project panel. Then we have our database here. That's literally the, okay, I'm gonna just say server. Inside that server there's database, whatever. So we have database which is sending some data. Okay, sending some data to the front-end app, and I'm not gonna draw the entire front-end app here. So rather what we need is the projects widget. Projects widget. So inside the project widget, this projects panel will be called. Okay, this project panel will be called inside projects widget, and therefore I should just Okay. How to, okay, extra large. Okay, projects widget, and then inside project widget, the project panel is called. Then inside projects widget, we're fetching data from the backend, right? So this is let's say RTK API call. So RTK API call. This text is much better. So you have RTK API call, call for projects array. Okay. So who's being called here? The RTK store, the RTK API. That's a separate entity here. So let's say we have somewhere in the app, we have a store, and inside that we have RTK store, I guess. Yeah, RTK store. Inside that RTK store we got projects widget API. We got a projects widget API. So this is calling that thing. So this would send some data to this. And which kind of arrow should we put here? We have to put some different arrow here. Is there any other types of arrow? Okay, we can change the color though. So let's say it's sending some data, that's why it's green. So from here to here we're getting some data. So green means we're getting some data, all right? So this green means we're getting some data. Let's call it a data pipe or something. We do not have any bigger thing. Okay, we can do it a dast or something. Yeah, dast looks good. And let's comment here, it's a data pipe. Okay, so we got some data is coming from the RTK store. Yeah, the projects widget API in the RTK store. Actually, what we're doing here is that we're actually getting the data from RTK store and not projects widget API. Yeah, we're getting from here. And what's happening here is that we're getting data out from here to there. That's green and dast. Okay, and from where this projects widget API gets the data, it's from the server. Inside server there's projects widget server, and that sends the data to here. So the server, this also sends from here. Yeah, from here. That's much better. Oh no, it just gets from here. Okay. So we have a server and we have a projects widget. What should we call it? Property of a array, I guess. No, object. Okay. I mean, oh come on, that was so basic. I just lost for some moment. Okay. So a property of object, and that object is like the root object. So all these objects are called resources in JSON server. So we have for now three resources: about widget, blogs widget, and projects widget. Projects widget is a array of objects, and each object contains the data of one or each projects. So that's it, and we're gonna add some more data inside these objects. So that was what we have, projects widget. We have two more, but I'm just not okay. Let's write it down for goodness. So okay, I'm gonna put it at the back, and this will come forward, and the first one would be about widget, I guess, and the second one should be blogs widget, about widget, and then we're gonna have this guy which is blogs widget, and then this guy which is projects widget. And projects widget is sending the data to this thing. This is projects widget API, and that projects widget API is sending this data to RTK store, and that RTK store is sending that data to the call for RTK projects array. So and where is that? That is in the projects widget. Then this thing will send the data to this projects panel, and the spelling for this, the first one would be in the capitals because it is a component. So this will send the data from here to here, and that would be green dashed. Okay, now this thing will send the data to projects panel, not all the datas but some necessary datas. So I'm gonna add a comment here. How to add a comment. Control Shift M, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna just try that. Control Shift M, yeah. So this pipe sends necessary data, I guess. Okay, necessary data. What the hell? Necessary data for rendering the project panels or panel, because we're talking about one thing here. So this is gonna be mapped, and then you're gonna have more and more things. Okay, so this is what it looks like for now, and then the projects panel will just show it. Now there's two options for us, that this thing, projects panel, will have, let's say, title, just titles. Let's say this thing will have the component. Okay, in the JSX it will have a title which will have certain styles, or the styles will be also fetched from the backend in object. Maybe okay, so we have let's say we have titles, and inside titles maybe we have a big title. Okay, a big one. Then we have a subtitle, and then we have a subtitle, then we have a assistant subtitle. Okay, no, I don't mean that. Okay, let's say subtitle. Okay, so let's say we have 3 kind of titles there, and then maybe we're gonna have, let's say, images, and inside images probably we're gonna have something like, one would be something like in our cover image, which will be like the image that comes in the forward, like for example I'm gonna show you one of my blogs here, this blog. So this thing comes at the first, this image, and that's called the cover image. I don't know if that's called the cover image or not, but I'm calling it cover image, which comes at the very first of any document. First you get some titles and subtitles and maybe authors and all that, but like for every project I'm gonna be the author, and then a image. So this image I'm calling it a cover image. I don't need this tab. Okay, so we can have a cover image, and then we can have more images, which can be, let's say, object, and then you're gonna have like a list of images, and those images and styles for those images, and where those images gonna be stored, and all that would come from the backend data. So we're creating a panel, but we're getting all these data from the backend. But this will do one thing, that it's always limited, but you get to create different styles for different pages. That's one advantage, but it gonna be literally very complicated. And here's not, it ends, it does not end here. We're gonna have paragraphs as well, right? We're gonna have paragraphs, and let's say inside that there will be many paragraphs. Now there may be codes, there may be quotes and codes and many other things in the documentation. So how would we manage all of that? That's where I get another idea for doing this. Like this like chart is not complete yet, because there's many things to put. Like in the more images, there's many more images gonna be there. Like you can add as many as you want. Then how you another problem here is that how you're gonna align paragraphs and images together. So let's say I want to have something like a paragraph here like that, and an image here like that, and then at the next line or whatever, we're gonna have an image here with certain styles, and then we're gonna have a paragraph like that. So how are you gonna manage all these styles, and how are you gonna make all this happen together if all those things are staying separate in different divs? So styling is a big issue here. So that's why I have another idea for this thing. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna just copy it, and I'm gonna paste it here, and I'm gonna write idea 1, and this would be, let's say, 90, or no. Okay, 200. This is idea 1, and here is our idea 2. So in the idea 2, what's gonna eventually happen is that we're not gonna have these things. Rather, let's say we're gonna have different okay, wait, okay, G, okay. Rather than having all those things, what you're gonna have is inside project panel, our projects panel. Okay, this is gonna be named projects panel in this idea. Projects panel, and inside projects panel, there would be ternary expressions, literally conditions or just checking things. So one thing I want to make sure here is that projects not gonna be updated really quickly. Definitely it's gonna take at least 1 week for one project if it's really small. So it's minimum 1 week thing. So I can update these things in the front end app. I can create a preview page for that, and maybe I can delegate that thing, or maybe I can delay that thing. But that's like a complete thing on me, that I have to create this thing either in the back end or in the front end. So all the possibilities that I've thought about till now, all those makes it really complicated to create some markups or some good pages in the back end, and then sending that with JSON. It's really difficult. That's why what I'm thinking here is that these pages, these preview panels, these project panels will be completely built, stored in the front-end application. But the data of that, let's say the paragraphs, the images, the titles, all those gonna come from the backend. So if I need to change anything, I can just change it in the backend. But if I have to like change the styles, or I have to create new new page for that, those gonna be in the front end. Whatever I'm trying to create here can be solved through Next.js, but I haven't learned Next.js yet, so that's why I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to create a decent looking website for now, and for my personality website, and then I'm going to go forward and learn Next, maybe Go, or maybe something else like Flutter or something. But right now I'm going to focus on this project. So what we're going to do inside projects panel, we're going to have datas for we're going to have pages, or maybe we're going to have, I'm going to say components, panel components, let's call it. So we're gonna have panel components for each and every project, and definitely there's not a million of projects. There's only, I guess, 20 or 20, less than 25. There's less than 25 projects, and I'm not gonna list everything here. So I'm just gonna list maybe up to 10 projects here. So I can definitely create all of those in the front end. And okay. So what the projects panel will have, the projects panel will import all the panel components that I have talked about right now. Then what it's gonna do is it's gonna have a condition. Okay, so it's gonna have a, let's say, validator or conditioner. Let's say, okay, let's call it a validator. No, it's not a validation. It's just a checker, but checker of what? Project name checker, or project ID checker, or something like that. ID. ID checker. So it's gonna be a project ID checker, and whatever ID and then so this thing I'm gonna check what project is that, what is the ID of that project, and according to that ID it will show a component, a panel component. So maybe if it's 1, then it will show that project which is 1. And how this is gonna know that which panel component has which ID? That's pretty simple. We're gonna store that in this component, project panel. So this is gonna return either, let's say, I'm not gonna write the exact names, but I'm gonna just write project 1 / project 2 / project 3 / project 4. That's it. So it's gonna return any one project, and that would be the projects panel. And I already talked about the panel components. Okay, that's it. That's a panel component. Panel compo named 1. Panel component 2, and I'm going to just have 3 of these. So panel component 3. That's fair enough. Okay, I guess this model is far better. So we're gonna implement this idea too. So according to this idea, what I have to do is we already have this server and all that, and we already have the ID. We're gonna have some texts and all that in a bit. Okay, I'm gonna map all of these, all of those things here, but I'm gonna just put this thing here. Yeah, projects widget. Alright, so instead of projects widget, what do we have? We have an ID, title, URL, subtitle, and body. So ID, title, URL, ID. I'm just gonna make these mono as well. Okay, ID. Then we have title. Then we have URL subtitle. Subtitle, and then we're gonna have the URL. Then finally we're gonna have the body. So here we have the body. So in the data, the present data, what we have is we have some HTML inside a string in the body, but that's not working properly that we expect. Although I'm gonna try one thing here. I'm gonna wrap this or not this, but entire this thing with style prop, and I cannot use that. I have to use this. Okay, now I'm gonna use inline CSS and not a JavaScript CSS, but raw HTML inline CSS, inline style. So let's call it color red or something. Okay, color red. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just reload the server, and I wanna reload this. We changed it. Okay, inline CSS is working, but still, okay, that's gonna be a huge problem. Like doing like coding like this would be very difficult. That's why we're not gonna do that. We have already discussed what we're gonna do. That's why yes, we're doing that thing. And I'm gonna cancel it and reload the server again, and if you just reload the page as well, now everything goes perfect again. So we have this. So the body gonna be changed, and we're gonna have, let's say the body will be an object now. Body will be definitely a object now, and inside that object, what are you gonna have? That's the question. So we're gonna see what we need for the project panel. Projects panel. Okay. Again, I guess we can just create everything in the front end. That would be much better, rather storing data in the back end. Like just a paragraph would not be so heavy for the front end, and there's gonna be only about 10 to 12 pages, 10 to 12 panel components, and the image is definitely gonna be stored outside the app. But what about the paragraphs, titles, and all that? If I store those paragraphs and titles and all that in the back end in this body object, then that would also limit the applications or the customability of the panels in the front end. So maybe I'm gonna add a possibility for a title and a subtitle, and maybe a subtitle. But what if in the future, for any application, I mean, if for any panel I want to have something else? Well, that can be added in the front end. Yeah, so some data can be from the back end, some data can be from the front end. That's one thing though. Like, yeah, the whole purpose for having this body object is that so that I can edit the data anytime I want. Alright, and that would be reusable as well. Now I have to think about it, that what kind of data do I need in the body. So best thing would be if I design a panel for that. And then I would let's say I'm gonna design panels for every project that I have right now, and then I will decide what properties I need to have inside this thing. So for that I have to take a break, and then I'm gonna just design very calmly without being so talkative, and then I would get back and record this video again.
Extremely annoying shift later.
Alright, welcome to first recording. Okay, so it's been a long time and I designed 3 of the projects, and this is like really basic designs for these panels, and definitely they're going to be a detailed page about those projects which are going to be so nice and organized. Okay, there's a call coming. I'm just gonna hang it up. Okay, no problem. And the recording is on. Okay, so let me just show you what I have designed. Come over here. Okay, so this is what I have designed. This is like a very basic thing, and it's like project reports, and I think this gonna be all good for a preview panel, because you know, like, why I would like put nice animations and all that for just these basic projects. And also, like, I don't want to be so much designy, so offy thing, and that's why I mean, design is so offy person, so that's why I just want to have very basic things with a little bit of nice design, a little bit of nice taste of color, and definitely dark mode. So that's why I have these, and if I just turn on preview of these, you're gonna see like this is pretty good. Like, why not? Like, what's the problem? I think like these text is like so small, I guess. Not the text, but these headings. So yeah, I have to change that in the design first, and then I'm gonna start building this Adprava thing. And making this not gonna be so hard. I'm gonna use Tailwind CSS, and none of them are gonna be hard. And I don't have to create this Adprava and this external button and this thing, because this is already available in the projects panel. I mean, the projects widget, and we just have to create from this introduction to everything downwards. And I think this width is what, 668 pixels, so I do not have to create for bigger than that. And actually I do not have to think about width that much, because all we have is just text, and it's gonna be responsive by itself. I just have to use maybe some border, or maybe 95% width, and center the thing. Probably that's gonna be it. And okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just change these sizes real quick. So these are 14 pixels. I mean, I'm just gonna make them maybe 16 or 15. I guess 16 looks good. Okay, 16, and then take these a little bit of bottom side, and okay, 3 pixel bottom, and I'm gonna align them with this, and now it looks much better. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat this for other 2 pages. Alright, so this and this, I'm gonna be 16 instead. This and this, I'm gonna come down 3 pixels and put it with this thing. Okay, I got it. But this looks a little bad, because you know, because the width of 1 is the width of one is small and I cannot. Okay, I can add a space. How does that work? It's not perfectly aligned, but okay. Okay, because we have it. Okay. Okay. And that's it. We're gonna take this down 5 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this, and this gonna be 16, baby. And this, and this gonna come down 3 pixels. 1, 2, 3. And these gonna go to the right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, 2. Okay. Everything looks perfect. And I'm gonna take this 3 pixels down. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna save all that. And now I'm gonna start building this thing. So first of all, I'm gonna host this image in another repository that I'm having. Okay, I'm just gonna show you that. This is really funny. I don't think I have shown this before in this channel. I guess I have, but I'm gonna show you something really crazy right now. Okay, and before that, I'm just gonna decrease the brightness a little bit so that it does not drain so much battery. Okay, so what I have here is, okay, I have to open up this thing, File Explorer. Like I can go from this terminal, but it's gonna be so much time consuming. That's why I'm just coming with this and opening terminal. And we're gonna have this, and we're gonna merge this with this. Okay, it's not merging. Why it's not? Why it's not merging? Exit full screen and merge it here. It's not Chrome, it's terminal, and terminal is not merging. Okay, I'm into dmedia, so I'm gonna go there. So cd/mnt d and media base. Okay, we got here, and we're gonna open up code here. I'm gonna see code here, or we could have opened the File Explorer, but that's something I don't want. So yeah, like we can go from here, right? Reveal in Explorer. We can directly go to. Okay, we can directly add this thing and then post. But yeah, so I do not have to. Okay, I do not have to show you. I do not have to open up the code actually. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna check if get is fetched or not. I guess I have to put remote here. Okay, get pull origin master. If there's anything to pull, it's gonna pull. Everything is up to date. Alright, so what is this? MediaBase is a Git repository that has some folders with some photos, and these photos are hosted in a GitHub repository, and that is hosted in a Netlify app. And when I go to that app and put this URL /ypk/photos/selfies and then any of these names, I get the image. And that's how I use images in my projects. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I already have this folder named projects, so I'm gonna go there. And so what we're trying to host right now, okay, we're trying to host assets of projects, right? Okay, what about inside projects? I create the project name, and then inside that I'm gonna say assets, and inside that I'm gonna have the logo. Yeah, that's pretty good. So what I'm gonna say is, and why I'm using this, sorry, I don't use these words, but just excuse me, alright? I'm gonna go to terminal and I'm gonna say cd projects and make directory of adprova, and cd adprova make directory of assets, and now I don't know what fun I get from terminal, but I get something. We get the right spelling, yeah, we get the right spelling, assets. And now I'm gonna go to this thing, this bin, and in the bin I have some things for it. This do we need anything else? Not literally, but you know what, I think I'm gonna need all of these. What is this? These are like let's see, what are these? So these are like these diagrams, which may be helpful, like when I'm gonna create the full preview page for each and every project. So it can be maybe it can be helpful for that thing. Okay, I'm gonna see what do we have in this here. What nice grammar I have. Okay, so we got same diagrams probably. So yeah, I think we have the same kind of diagrams. Maybe the URL is different, I guess. Yeah, the URL is different. So I have Netlify here, and I have, in the both cases I have Netlify. Okay, I guess, oh, okay, we got a different header. See this, we have drop down, accordion, buttons, modal, tables, and counter, and we have maybe flex extra and some things extra. This X is actually updated and this is the right thing. So we're not gonna, okay, we can have these things assets. So yeah, okay, for assets we're gonna have all of these logos, and in diagrams we're gonna create another directory called diagrams, and in that directory we're gonna have all these diagrams. We're gonna have diagrams inside diagrams. Okay, I guess I'm just being so much sarcastic. Okay, I'm just gonna copy paste. Okay, I got these names. Okay, let these names have it, and I got diagrams here. Okay, so we're gonna create another folder here, which is gonna be diagrams, and inside diagrams, first of all, we're gonna have all of these, and secondly, did I just cut all of that here from here? Oh no. Where does that go? Okay, assets, copy, and paste it here. I just accidentally cut all of that. Now about the diagram, this is already available on that side, this also, but this is like data design, I guess. What is this? This is also something else. Okay, so this is our data design, this thing, this oh, what's happening? This all these gonna be copy it and paste it here. Oops, nope, not here, but here. How many do we have? We have 14. And how many do we have here? How many we have? We have 23. We have 14. Okay, we got it. We got all the diagrams and we got all the assets. So I'm just gonna post this thing. So what I'm gonna write is that add or upload add. So I'm gonna say add assets and diagrams of Adprava. Okay, so it's gonna be something like GAA GCM. It's a feature of projects, or maybe I should say, okay, what did I have said in the previous commits? Let me just see. We had fit. Okay. Okay, I have to tie the hair again. Alright, I have tied my hair. I'm being so sarcastic, man. Okay, so we had feed before, so I'm gonna just write feed. So where is it? Okay, so GCM feature project. Remove changes from last commit. Project panels, add one project panel React comp for testing. Okay, project panels, and I'm gonna just write projects. Add what do you add? Assets and diagrams. Add assets and diagrams of Adprava project, and I'm gonna just post this thing. It actually took some time to post. How much did I just post? How much did I just send to Google? I mean GitHub. 2.5 MB. That's not huge, but okay, so now we can access those images from anywhere. Like if I go mediabase.netify.app/ project / Adprava / assets / now to see the name, let's say this name. If I put this name and that .png, we gonna have the file. We have the file, so we have a path for this file, and we can use it anywhere. We can use it anywhere in any app. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Okay. Okay, man. Okay, so we're gonna create. Yes. Now the main concept comes. Okay, so I have been so sarcastic up until this point. Now I'm gonna be serious, very serious. I'm being sarcastic because I have my visuals here. I'm recording this video on camera. That's why I'm just having more fun recording this thing. But now I'm gonna be a little bit of serious. Okay. So the point is, after designing all these three panels, what I've realized is that I can have a similar kind of data in all of the panels. Like it's gonna be introduction, purpose, or overview, whatever. You're gonna see in two panels there's a point called pages, but that point changes here and becomes elements. So yeah, every project gonna be different, and on that note, every document gonna be also different. Every project report, this is kind of project report kind of thing, and it's nice to identify these things as project reports. So these project reports gonna have different kind of layout, different kind of things, but overall the layout, like the things are very similar. So we're gonna have some labels and some paragraphs and sometimes some images. These things can be stored in the backend, but why? The question is why. So if we store these things in the backend, the advantage that we get is probably the front end gonna load up quickly, and but the difference gonna be as little as you never gonna notice that. Another point is that if I store these things in the front end, these are not so convenient to edit. But now here's my criticism comes in. I'm criticizing my own theories. So why edit these things? These things are not something that gonna be frequently changed, frequently updated, and these things not gonna be updated with time as well. So why do we even need to think about updating these things? But yes, I agree that sometimes we may have some reason to update any of data in here, or maybe add some new points or something, or maybe fix some grammars or something like that. That thing I can actually go and edit the front end. Why do I have to have a backend for that? And I'm not creating any admin panel, first of all. And if I create admin panel and so much dynamic panels or project reports, then I have to like completely create a document maker tool, and that too I have to make that responsive. It's basically creating a website maker, and that's very difficult. That's definitely very difficult. And what's the point making that? It's only me who gonna manage this website, and I can anytime go to the front end, change it, post that. So that's why I decided that I'm gonna create all these panels, project reports in the front end, completely in the front end. I'm not going to store the data in the backend as well. And I'm still in the dilemma that the data that we have in the backend about projects, should I migrate that to the front end as well? Or should I have that data in the backend and the panels in the front end? I am more influenced towards having all the project's data in the front end, including the data that we have in the back end. So I think that I'm going to migrate all of that in the front end, but still I'm in the dilemma. I'm in a dilemma right now. So I'm going to build this in one of the pages, and then I'm going to link that, like I'm going to render that on that panel. I'm going to see how it goes like. and if I feel that migrating the data gonna actually ease out and everything, then I'm definitely gonna do that. So with that said, let's do it. Okay, so what are we gonna do? So I already have this projects thing, and I already have this panels directory, and I already have created two files here, Alprava and widget app. Both are empty React components. I don't need this widget app right now. What I need is this Alprava and projects widget. Okay, let's have that project widget here. And is there any change in here? Okay, what is that? Okay, value is never read. Okay, I just have to push a cleanup. Okay, we're gonna open up the console here. This is localhost 3000 and reload. Everything works fine, everything looks fine, and everything is fine here as well, and we have it here. It doesn't matter, or does it matter? And we're gonna full screen. I'm gonna full screen that, and now okay, so I just removed something, right? So I'm gonna just post a cleanup right now, and I cleaned projects widget. So remove one unnecessary variable, I guess. Was it a variable or was it a const? Doesn't matter. A variable, and I'm gonna post that. It said 6 deletations. What 6 deletations? Okay, yeah, 6 deletations. It's right. So we're gonna have this Alprava thing, intro widget. Okay, okay, off the recording I have changed these sections to widgets. So you're gonna say about widget, blogs widget, intro widget, and projects widget, and everything here is actually stored in a widget directory. Inside widget we got every widget, and also all of their styles and the elements as well. And inside that I also created projects, a directory projects, and inside projects I have, okay, so inside projects I have panel renderer JS. So this panel renderer will be rendered in here. This panel renderer will be rendered here, and this will get a prop that which project is it, and based on that prop it's gonna return any of these panels. So I have panels inside this, so I have in the src directory I have widgets, and inside widgets I have projects, and inside projects I have panels, and inside panels I have the panels. Inside panel I have the panels. Okay, inside panels I have the panels. Cool. So I'm gonna close this intro widget, close the blogs widget, about widget, and what's this? Okay, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna have obviously the Adprava. Okay, sorry. So we're gonna edit this Adprava thing now. So what we wish to create, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna say introduction, and then this thing. We're gonna have a max width, right? Max width is this. If I don't have a max width, then creating this would be difficult. So or maybe I do not have to have that. Okay, I do not have to have that actually. So what I'm gonna do rather is I'm gonna just, okay, we already have this Adprava thing. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy all of that. Adprava. So you have a div, okay, cool. And I'm gonna just create some space here, and this thing gonna have this thing gonna be inside this h1, and this gonna have a class name. Okay. Class name will be text 2, or not 2 but 3xl, text 3xl, and then we're gonna have a paragraph, and the paragraph would be this thing. Okay, we got the paragraph, and now we're gonna get props, and I'm gonna destructure props here, and project name. Okay. Oh, this is Adprava, so we're not gonna have any props here, but we're gonna have props here in the panel renderer, and destructure the props, and we're gonna name it project. Okay, sorry, project name, and if if project name is equal to Adprava, or maybe we can pass in some IDs or something, probably. Okay, so what if I change the backend, the IDs? No, I'm not gonna change the IDs, come on. Okay, so I'm gonna say 0, 1 probably, or just 1 probably, because in the data we have only 1. Okay, so if project name, project ID, come on, name it project ID. So if project ID is equals to 1, then return Adprava. Where the Adprava? From panels Adprava. Okay, Adprava, then return Adprava. Now we're gonna go to projects widget, and what I'm gonna do is we have this div. I'm gonna comment out this div, and rather than that, we're gonna have panel renderer, and in the panel renderer we're gonna have project ID as active project. Okay, data so in the index of active project dot id. Okay, I hope it works. No, it does not work. ID, project ID is this ID. So if it's 1, then we should have the thing here, but it's not being rendered. Let me just try making it a string. Okay, if it's a string it works. Okay, so what if I just turn this into a number? Okay, what if we just turn it into a number? I can wrap this like this, and then I can just create it as a number, and we get it. I guess this is better. This is better. This is better. But why? Why is it better? So that we cannot put 0, 1 or something. Yeah, it's better. It's definitely better. If you were changing the data type, it's definitely better. Like, it's a number. I'm not gonna have it as a string. It's definitely better. So now, successfully we're having this thing. Okay, so now we can create it. We can definitely create this thing. So I'm gonna go here, this h1 or whatever. This is gonna be introduction. This is definitely not gonna be 3xl, but probably 2xl. And looks good. No, xl looks good. Text bold, not text but font bold. Introduction doesn't look good at all. Okay, font semi bold doesn't look good at all. This looks good. Okay, come on, 2xl. This is better. This is definitely better. And do I have to change the naming of Adbreva, the style in Adbreva? Where is that? Definitely in the projects widget. So I have 2xl font bold, 2 pixel. I mean padding x10p or whatever. I'm gonna just make it 3 pixel. 3xl, sorry. Does not look good at all, so it's definitely better to have it 2xl, and this thing is also 2xl. What if I make it 3xl? It doesn't look good, so just have it 2xl. Okay, now the paragraph, and definitely I'm gonna have margin bottom of 2 probably. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. So now I'm gonna copy this thing, this introduction thing. I guess we already have all of that. Up to beginners, such a reason. So we have the same. We have the same. Okay, but wait. I already have this in the purpose. So why do I have it here? Adbreva is a practice project that deals with some concepts of ReactJS and Node.js. Adbreva is a project built with the intention of practice and learning web development with ReactJS. And in that profile, do we have anything else in that profile? Okay, I have only the React concepts, I guess. Yes, all of these are just React things, like nothing else. Render with ReactJS. The project is very simple and straightforward. This project have taught me some most useful and important topics in concepts, not topics but concepts in ReactJS. Okay, this is good. Again, okay, so what I'm gonna go do is class name text md. It is already md, but I'm gonna make it small. Does it look good? I don't think so. So I'm gonna make it md again. Now text gray 700, I guess I can do. 200, I guess. Nope. 500, nope. 300 looks good. Adbra is a project built with the intention of practice and learning web development with ReactJS. The project is very simple and straightforward. This project have taught me some most useful and important concepts in ReactJS. So how much space do I'm gonna have with it? 30 pixels. 30 pixels. 30 pixels, alright. Tailwind CSS. I'm gonna search for height, I guess. Height, and I wanna see 30 pixels, close to 30 pixels, so it's 28 and then 32 for H8. So we're gonna use H8, so it's 32 pixels, not 30, but it's 2 REM. It's H8 basically. So I'm gonna use H8 in the bottom. So margin bottom 8, not H but 8. So we have it. We have it, but we're not gonna see that thing. By the way, this thing should be inside a div, right? Because we also want to have an image here, so this entire thing is inside a div. Then again another div, so this div gonna be having flex row. Is it row or column? I guess row. center, items center. Okay, no, not items center, but items left. Okay, this div is 1, and margin bottom. Okay, this div gonna have margin bottom of 8. This thing not gonna have any bottom, but this div I'm gonna have a color so that I can see what it is. This is gonna be BG blue 500. So okay, it's blue, this thing, and under this thing I'm gonna have an image. src gonna be, I guess I do not have that open. Okay, so https //mediabase dot netlify dot app / projects adbrava assets, and we're gonna have name of one of these, definitely the blue one, .png. We got it. We got it in the right position, but now I have to small it down. So we're gonna have a width of 200 pixels. A width of 200 pixels is so small. I'm gonna have a 250 pixels. That's much better. Okay. But the thing is, I'm not gonna have a margin bottom here. Definitely not. And we need alt, I guess. Adbrava logo. Adbrava logo. Oh no, I'm not gonna give my name here. Okay, so this div is complete, and what if I wanna have one of these here? So if I have another introduction here, it's gonna be there. Okay, I got it. That's fine. What I want to do is I'm gonna remove this background color. The problem is that I'm having this empty space, which should not be a problem. I can move this upwards a little bit, but I am not gonna do that. But why not? Okay, does this? Yeah. That will actually create problem if I move it upwards, right? That would create problem. That's why I'm not gonna take this upwards. Probably I can write a bigger introduction, or maybe I can lift it up a little bit, the image width, and you just say style and top minus 50 pixel. It didn't work. It's not gonna work. I have to put transform, and I have to put translate minus 50 pixel. Oh, sorry, 0 comma minus 50 pixel. That's pretty good, but we're gonna making 30. But okay, that's not gonna solve the problem, the actual problem. So yeah, we do not need to have this. Come on, that's pretty much good. Okay, so we're not gonna have a double introduction, definitely. So we're gonna have purpose, not purpose, purpose. So we have a purpose. We definitely have purpose in our life, in our lives. Okay, so but this looks really crazy, man. Like I gotta add some more text in here. Okay, or maybe we can add the purpose in the top. Why not? But we have okay. How much have we had? 8. Okay, so I'm gonna add a margin bottom of 8, and let's have a look. Okay. The text not gonna be so big. Okay, because I'm doing this because we have a small purpose. We have a small purpose in life, man. That's so bad that we have a small purpose in our life. Add this here, and I'm gonna copy all of that, and I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna paste it here, and I'm gonna take this down, and everything is fine. Okay, the other is being stretched right now. Why is that happening? I don't wanna stretch that. I put items left. I do not need items left here. I don't need items left, but flex row. Justify between. Nope. We do not need justify between. Okay. Height not gonna be auto, but height gonna have a width is 250 pixel. What about the height? If it's 250, then it should be 214. I want to say 215. Okay, I'm adding this because it's getting stretched, so it's better to overwrite this styling other than stretching it. So say 215 pixels. Okay, 215 pixels. This thing didn't work at all. So what I'm gonna do, and this solves the issue, but okay. What I can do is I can increase the width. That is good enough. Okay, even better. Okay. Okay. This looks good. This looks like Sanskrit classroom. Introduction, purpose. Now I'm gonna go bottom, and we're gonna have other sections. And now it's gonna be like just copy pasting thing, right? So yes, we have another h1 here. That gonna be overview, I guess. Overview. I got overview. I'm gonna just copy the overview. And we got overview. Now the problem is, do we gonna have the scroll? If not, then we have to, okay, what can we do about it? I guess the panel renderer, maybe we can add some CSS here to make that happen. And what is that CSS? I don't know, but panel renderer.js projects. I'm just gonna have a new file, panel renderer.css. Import /panel renderer.css panel. There's some CSS that we can add, and this thing gonna work. Okay, so we have already done that in here, so I'm just gonna see what I have done. What CSS did I put? So it's definitely projects widget. So in the projects widget, we have create a component for listing of the projects, and render project list. We have projects widget cards panel. We have projects widget cards panel. I want to see, okay, so projects, okay, projects widget.css. I want to open up this thing. I'm gonna have it here. I'm gonna have this here, and cards panel. We have, okay, we just have this thing, overflow y auto and overflow x hidden, scroll bar behavior to be smooth. That's it. Okay, so overflow y auto, overflow x hidden, and overflow not overflow behavior, but scroll behavior, I guess. Scroll behavior, okay. Scroll behavior to be smooth, and we still do not have it. Panel renderer panel, we do not have it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I put a background color to be this one. Okay, we're getting this. So the CSS is linked, but this thing didn't work. Projects widget cards panel. That's it that we have. So if this didn't work here, so if I just reload this thing and see, no, it's not working. But if I have it here, it didn't work. Import data slash panel renderer dot css. No, it does not work. Why it does not work? What if I have the same thing this is projects widget cards. We have projects widget card, okay, cards panel, okay, that's good. Now we have this div which does not have a name, so I'm going to just add projects widget panel, projects widget preview panel, and I'm just gonna add it here. Okay, and then I'm gonna have this copied and here. Now it is working and it looks pretty awesome, man. Woohoo! I'm gonna cut this thing as well. I'm gonna delete this panel renderer CSS because this is not needed anymore, and I want this thing, I want this thing as well. We can have a wrapping div, no problem, but this is pretty cool. So we got overview here. So we got the overview. Now what do we have after the overview? Purpose overview, we have pages, so I'm gonna just write pages there. Pages. And now we're gonna actually have to list these things. Okay. So we're gonna have more paragraphs here, but before that we're gonna have h2 here. I'm gonna have h2 which gonna say, the first one gonna say drop down, and we're definitely gonna have a class name that's gonna be text excel drop down. No, text excel doesn't look good, so LG. LG looks good. Okay, I'm gonna make it bold. Doesn't look good at all. Excel looks good. They have semi-bold though, so semi-bold looks good. Drop down semi-bold, but it looks pretty much same to the to Excel, so I'm gonna make it LG large. Okay, drop down, and then inside okay, I have to say one dot drop down, one dot, and then it's drop down, and what if I just put a UL, I mean OL, ordered list, and no, it's better, I guess. Okay, drop down, and then you're gonna have this. I have to copy this thing, paste it here. Okay, now margin bottom not gonna be 8 this time, but rather how much is it? I guess 10 or 10. It's 10 definitely. So what do we have related? Okay, we already have 10, 2.5, h 2.5, or we can have 12 though, h3. Okay, we're gonna have MB3, not h3, but MB3, and I'm gonna have ML3, and not 3 but maybe 4. Yeah, now it looks awesome, right? ML4, and it looks awesome. Now we're gonna have the other one. Okay, I'm gonna just wrap this entire thing inside a div. Okay, so we have this thing, and then we have another h1. This time this is gonna be 2, and it's accordion. Why do we have our P closed? Oh no. Okay, drop down, accordion, looks pretty good. The problem is to make it 5, to make it 5 as well. Now this is looking better. Can I add a space here? Nope, not in JSX at all. Although I can remove it. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm gonna have, I guess we have 4 of these, so I just copy pasted it 4 times. There's gonna be 3 buttons. Okay, I have it. Now we're gonna have, I'm gonna change this So this is 4 now, and what we have, modal. We actually have 6 points here, so what's happening, modal. Now we have 6. After the modal we have table. And then we have counter. Okay, we got the buttons, modal, table, and counter, everything on in the place. And okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy one of these again. By the way, this last P gonna have ML8, or this not gonna have a ML at all, but this div gonna have a ML8. And now we have another thing. This is project outcomes. Project outcomes. I haven't written a project outcome yet. I just have lorem ipsum. I'm gonna have this lorem ipsum here. Oh man. Okay. I gotta add some BRs. I mean breaks. Break. Oops. And no other breaks. Ooh. We got it. Awesome, but I guess we need more breaks. Oh, okay. I think that I should rather have a ordered list. Ordered list, and I should have a li like that, and inside that li I'm gonna have this. It's already 1. Why does it have, I do not have a 1. It does not have a 1. What the fuck? Sorry. But it's ordered list. It's an unordered list. Then what are you gonna do? There's no bullet. I'm shitting UL and li, but it's not having it. OL, and this is li. So I have to write 1 like that. I have to create 3, 4, 5 like that, and I want to take these upwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have it. Pretty awesome. But what is this thing? What I'm gonna do about it? I don't know. That's why. Okay, I can do it some other way, but that gonna consume time. Okay, first I have to create an array of these things. So project outcomes, array of outcomes. So what I'm going to do is outcomes. This is going to be an array, and inside the array we're going to have strings. I'm going to have this string at the first, and then comma, then we're gonna have other, this one, then you have this one. Everyone is lorem ipsum, but every one of them are different sizes. That's why I'm copy pasting these things. This fourth one is bigger, fourth one is bigger. Okay, and the fifth one, and the fifth one, and the fifth one, and the fifth one is here. Okay, outcomes. What I'm gonna do is, other than these things, I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna take this inside the paragraph. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a break, and then I'm gonna have some JavaScript, and that's outcomes.map and outcome. That would be outcome, and that would return something, and that something return outcome and index, and this would return something, and that would be a div that will be definitely a flex. Now we're gonna have a span maybe at the first, that would be the index, that would show the index, and we're gonna make it a flex row, and items left. After the span we're gonna have a label, and that label we're gonna have the outcome, and see, we kind of have it, but the problem is that in here I have this thing. Okay, I gotta add a dot, index, and then dot, and a space, right? Dot space. Okay, we do not get the space. We still do not have the space. Oops. Why are you not having the space? Okay, we can just have a margin or something, right? Margin left of 2. That's awesome. But index is starting from 0, so starting plus index plus 1. 1 2 3 4 5. We got it, awesome. But I want to have it in another paragraph rather than this paragraph, so that I can put it a little forward. We have another paragraph. The class name gonna be this. Now we have it. I'm not gonna have this break. We have margin bottom of 8. That's the problem, right? What if I do not have the margin bottom of 8? Then we're connecting it together. Okay, but margin bottom. Does the margin bottom creates that much of space? Why is it not that much of space here? I mean, this div right here, margin left of 8. What the hell? Margin bottom of 8, man. Not left, but bottom. But it should have a ML though. ML3, I guess. ML3, okay. Nope. ML5, I hope. ML5 will look good. Okay. And then we have this project outcomes, and this is ML. This is ML8. Sorry, MB8. We do not need MB8. MB3 is good. R5 is good. MB5, and then we have the list. And the list gonna have ML5, I guess. ML5. Okay. Now it looks awesome. It looks awesome now. And my hair is coming out. Okay. Doesn't matter. But we kind of created it. And we have just conclusion left. Oh. So I'm just gonna add the conclusion real quick. Okay, we got the conclusion, and everything is awesome now. I'm gonna just post this thing. Project panels, and I'm gonna say create preview panel for our Brava project, and I'm just gonna post that, and post it tonight. I posted tonight. The date isn't changed, so yeah. Okay. Okay, I have to give it a key where I'm mapping the thing. So this is the main div. Okay, I'm gonna add a key that's gonna be index, and I'm gonna fix Brava project panel. Provide QUE unique key to mapping returns. That's fine, and I just post it. Yeah, just post it. And I think okay, so right now I'm just having a feeling that recording these things are just a waste of time, so I'm just gonna create 2 more of these, and then after I finish creating both of these preview panels, then I'm gonna record these videos, and then I'm gonna see like what happens. Like, is it efficient to have other datas in the back end and these things in the front end, or should I have everything in the front end? I'm gonna think about that when I complete making these things. Then I'm gonna go forward and see what I have to do next. And I think I should keep this video up until this point, and thank you for watching. This was the first time I recorded a video with footage, so thank you very, very much for watching this video, and I'll actually see you guys in the next one. Up until this point, stay at home. It's not necessary to stay at home, but stay safe, and thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.